The flag is all the way on the left side. She's created an angle for herself. A little bit downwind. I think you have to expect this to release.
Oh, well played there. Good judge. May just trickle off under the fringe, but come back a little bit. There you go. That's a little bit better. Got a good chance for birdie now. Greens were slow yesterday. Have they sped up a little bit today? Ooh, she was right out of that one.
That was a very odd stroke.
Yeah.
Not committed to that line whatsoever. Just totally tugged that.
Well, she said yesterday when she got to 13, she felt a little of the nerves. Someone said, hey, do you have a 59 in you? Things kind of sped up.
You're right, the ball is sitting down, but more than that, she's going to be landing on a bit of a downslope with not much green to use.
Nice slope. Did she make it? She did again. Are you kidding me?
What a shot.
She makes it at 11 yesterday. That changed the momentum, and I bet that one does as well.
Those bunkers and open up the fairway towards the left side a little bit.
She seems to like it. Maria Fossey's ball got all the way down to the end of the fairway, and that'll be just fine. Carries it over the bunker. Got a good kick off the slope. Ball might be a little above her feet.
I think that chip in the last hole definitely released the tension.
Absolutely. There's the leaderboard right behind her, so she'll know, or her caddy will know where she stands. All right. Chip in changed the way everything happened. Everything kind of was speed.
This will accentuate her draw. And that should be just fine.
Yep, that'll work. Oh, left center, nice putt, great save. Mistake with the iron play, but big time save.
This is a lovely high draw to the right half of the fairway.
I just love her effortless power. It's just such a beautiful, flowing, rhythmic golf swing.
Sizable putt. This one for birdie, though, not par.
She made a really clutch putt on the last hole, Kelly, to save par. Another really good-looking stroke there.
Well, hello, Kelly. Absolutely glorious golf that I've been watching here today from Linn, and yesterday as well. Weather conditions are quite windy out here, so it's a bit tricky for these players, but she pummeled that one down the fairway. It is quite heavily downwind, though. Something to keep in mind as we go through the day. Both these players use meters, not yards, and they're talking to their caddies.
It's just what she needs to continue to do.
English on that.
Where this whole location is in this back right portion of the green, there's a tendency for this ball to go left.
Well, she's human.
Ah, that was a good-looking roll. Tried to peek in on the high side. Good stroke. She was just a touch tentative on the front nine. Missed some shorter birdie opportunities.
As opposed to being too deep in the fairway and having that awkward kind of yardage where you've got to hit a small shot over a bunker and not knowing about the spin.
Yeah, that'll be just fine as well.
And downwind, it is still going to be tough to get it to get any kind of backspin on it. I mean, it might just drop and stop with a good strike.
Stop. And it might drop if it keeps going backwards. Oh, what a great shot.
She is in her second season, and she's out here to prove herself. I'd say she's making pretty good work of that right here this week.
Remarkable year last year, you know, regaining, you know, keeping her status by only being able to play 6 tournaments, and you know, it just shows the level of talent that she has. Not to be here on this hole though, but you know, it's hard to keep that focus going on every single shot when you have such a big lead, Morgan, of your own narrative within your own head as much as anything. She has, although I did see her hit one here a couple of days ago that went quite a bit to the right, got a really good break out of the trees, And this one's going to be just fine, though. Tag that one down the fairway.
Beautifully struck.
She got a really fortunate break, and we looked at that at the time. We haven't seen much emotion in her face, either positive or negative.
Nice.
Just some really clutch putts, especially on the last 2 holes.
So good.
She might be able to get there in 2. She's birdied it the first and third day.
She has a really high ball flight with that high draw. Definitely ride that wind. Yeah, she's done that.
Kind of a soft kick, but that'll be just fine. But most likely a layup from there, though.
Playing this one back in her stance. Can use the slope of the green to the right of the flag.
I think that's what makes this young lady so impressive. She controls what she can control. She's done a great job of that. Nice shot in there. Good chance for birdie. Just shoved it just a little bit. She'll still head over to 18 with a 3-shot lead, which is usually pretty comfortable, but just kind of stay in the moment.
With the wind on her back, the tee is sheltered with some pine trees.
That didn't
And as
look
she's
like,
done it, I was going to say, as she's done every day, Morgan just striped it down the fairway.
that didn't look like a player who's trying to protect any kind of a lead.
A new star is born on the LPGA Tour, and her name is Linn Grant. We better get used to another Swedish golfer winning tournaments